back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time, welcome. Glad you could be here. And if it is your first time, you picked a hell of a day, because Verbz and Mr Slipz, not only did they drop an album today, they dropped this track. It has Confucius MC and Coops on it. It's called Decline Self. And if this, if the tracks I've done before this are any indication, Radio Waves, man, is going to be the album of the year. It's absolutely outstanding, everything I've heard so far. Gem after gem after gem, man. These guys have proven to be like freaking Batman and Robin, peanut butter and jam. They mesh so well together. I'm absolutely enamored with this group. So I'm not going to talk anymore. Going to jump in, give it a listen, and see what they have for us today. Here's Slipz with that friggin' jazzy melody, that feel that he comes with every time, man. He's got this niche down pat, man. What he does, so friggin' nice. Again.
Feel like I'm wasting my time, chasing patience on these pavements while I'm pacing behind. Makes a head taking the right steps for shaping their lives. Cause say I try, if I did, that's the most blatant of lies. I just make mistakes and pay for the price. Plaguing with life in these pretty slums, chasing the night. Slave.
Man, I love the way he started that track. He feels like he's wasting his time. He's chasing patience on this pavement while he's pacing behind, I think is how he said it. And I think that just a way of him saying he's losing his patience, kind of like he's tired of being stuck in this situation. He's tired of seeing other people stuck in this cycle and this situation. I wonder if that's what he's trying to say with that. And yeah, I'm gonna keep going here. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit here, but I wonder if that's what he's saying.
Like I'm wasting my time, chasing patience on these pavements while I'm pacing behind. Makes a head taking the right steps for shaping their lives. Cause say I try, if I did, that's the most blatant of lies. I just make mistakes and pay for the price. Plaguing with life in these pretty slums, chasing the night. Slave to the highs, I crave and I'm unable to find the state of mind I know too well. In tune with my true self on pages I aim to describe what I haven't attained and all I shamelessly hide. Lost on these mundane plains you reside, where pain's rife and the city stays tainted with crime. Searching for change, can't break chains we made to survive. What you need.
Searching for chains or change. You say something like you can't break these chains that we made to survive. I'm almost wondering if he's talking about, you know, the cycle that a lot of the in these, you know, estate housing, low income families, a lot of the black community gets shoehorned into these cycles where they're of oppression and the lack of opportunities presented to them. And when he's talking about trying to break chains that was made to help us survive, it almost makes me think it's like, so they're putting these situations where they're unable to survive. So, but they're chained to the opportunity, or they're chained to the situation, and without seeing opportunity, so often they are faced with turning to crime in order to survive. So it's hard to break these chains that we've made to survive. So I'm wondering if that's kind of what he's saying, is like they're chained to the situation because they've turned to a crime because they had to do that to survive because they were in the situation to begin with. I wonder if that's what he's meaning. If that's what he's meaning, shit, man, that friggin' bar is deep.
In tune with my true self on pages I aim to describe what I haven't attained and all I shamelessly hide. Lost on these mundane planes, you reside where pain's rife and the city stays tainted with crime. Searching for change, can't break chains, we made to survive. All I need is a stage and a mic to display what I create and enlighten another soul who feels the same and bears the weight of his sorrows, not letting go. These words are for tomorrow.
Oh man, that's friggin' awesome, man. He's saying he's taken, all he needs is like a pen and a pad and a mic and a stage, and hopefully connect with people, lift some of their sorrows, let them know that they're not alone in this situation, and that there are other people like them who are struggling with the same shit, man, and to take some of that sorrow off of them, pick it up off their shoulders.
All I need is a stage and a mic to display what I create and enlighten another soul who feels the same and bears the weight of his sorrows, not letting go. These words are for tomorrow, show promise in every flow. And still I got problems I'm yet to solve. Like everybody else on the journey, you're self-known. Watching the world burn as I'm searching for worth. Oh, these curbs home. Though I seek more than I know. To reach growth, defeat foes, and let my feelings unfold. My speech code, roam the earth until my purpose is whole. To find the one who I think's worth it, hope she nurtures my soul. Cause truly I'm uncertain the most. Searching for hope on these streets where I first learned greed. Burnt trees in the autumn breeze.
I mean, it goes right back to what he's saying, right? He's searching for hope on these same streets that he learned about greed, man. What a deep freaking line. So again, it's back to the cycle thing, right? On the exact same streets he learned about greed and violence and drugs and everything else. He's also searching those exact same streets looking for hope. And that's why so many people never find it, because it's so difficult to find in those situations.
Each growth, defeat foes, and let my feelings unfold. My speech code, roam the earth until my purpose is whole. To find the one who I think's worth it, hope she nurtures my soul. Cause truly I'm uncertain the most. Searching for hope on these streets where I first learned greed. Burnt trees in the autumn breeze, yearning for peace. Taught myself what it means to find a purpose and breathe. I keep it real to myself for all that I felt. Spent years trying to pick apart these cards I was dealt. Ain't asking for help, laughing though I hardly prevailed. Tales of a kid who marks the harm that we held. Watching the world pass by but can't grasp what he dwells. Failed to see the signs deep in the decline of self. Eyes on wealth, I guess the only time will tell. Blind in the cityscape of where the signs
feel like I'm wasting my mind. Expertly master ways to recline. Was it really kicking back or just the way of the climb? So we roll with a heavy head, placing weight on the spine. Trying to be a free soul in the space of design. Ignoring the basic truth until we're basically blind. While seeking a friendly face in any place we can find. But I'm straight, keep a peck on round man state. Never lounge where you find hate. I see you stand before me. Yeah, you
Man, yeah, I think this is the first time I've heard Confucius, man. He, right off the top, he's talking so deep right off the top, man, trying to find them, trying to find that friendly face, basically in a world where we're just surrounded by hate coming from all sides. It's friggin' insane. Hate and anger, hostility, it's insane. And you're just like trying to find that face, man. And he wonders, he's got a head that's so full of stuff that he's trying to figure out, like it's actually weighing heavy on his spine. It feels like he's going out of his mind. Friggin', what did he say? Something about not to lounge in a place of hate. I was talking to my son about this just today, about like if you're looking at the situation that provides nothing but conflict, and it and sometimes you need to walk away from people and places and things when it gets to a point where it causes you nothing but hate or resentment or anger, any of that kind of stuff, man. Sometimes you don't lounge there, you don't hang around, you don't waste time, you get the hell out. And that's what Confucius is saying here. Like, don't lounge those places, man. Get your ass moving. Get away from that stuff.
While seeking a friendly face in any place we can find. But I'm straight, keep a peck on round man state. Never lounge where you find hate. I see you stand before me, yet your physical is slowly fading on lonely pavement, reaching.
And now I'm wondering if I stretched too far on that one. Maybe he's talking about, like, don't go to other neighborhoods where there's going to be dudes there that are going to be looking for you because you're from a different estate housing block or whatever it is called over there, from a different hood. Is that what he means by that? Like, don't go to a different neighborhood where there's going to be people hating on you. I wonder if that's what he means, or if it was the first thing I said. Either way, yeah.
I see you stand before me, yet your physical is slowly fading on lonely pavement, reaching for the holy statement. Fool's preface, true lies, cash spilling, stage shows for Play-Doh, wax villains. The curtain draws, but there's certain wars that will never see the light of relief with no certain cause. Crushing leaves with the herbivores, say we're lost but never knew what we were searching for. It's hard to keep a lid on your shit when trust departs, yo. But I can see the champ in your eyes, that custom motto. Rock a face smile.
Sorry, I gotta comment about that, man. We say we're lost, but we don't know what we're looking for. What a great friggin' line, man. So many of us don't know what we're looking for. So many of us don't even realize we found it even after we have. And we continue looking, it's never enough. I try to get my kids to understand that all the time. It's like, take a moment and realize what you have and where you are at that moment, rather than just looking for the next thing or the next person or whatever. Because so many of us are always trying to we have this hole inside of us, and we're just trying to fill it with stuff and things and people. And we feel lost, but we really don't know what we're looking for. Man, what a great friggin' bar.
When trust departs, yo, but I can see the champ in your eyes, that custom motto. Rock a face smile, but you can't adjust the heart, though. Your energy can speak for itself through the vibrato.
Sorry, I want to catch that again. Something about, did you say faking a smile, but you can't change the heart? I think that's what he said, something to that effect. Which, man, this dude, this dude comes with some deep lyrics too. Jeez.
Your shit when trust departs, yo, but I can see the champ in your eyes, that custom motto. Rock a face smile, but you can't adjust the heart, though. Your energy can speak for itself through the vibrato. Why time flies at rapid speed. Still betting on some magic beans, carving my scripts into classic scenes. Cause nothing's quite as it seems till you scratch the surface, clinging onto shattered dreams. Yo, I implement shit from the essence. They take a pinch of it and run with it, claiming the amount, but just an inch of it. Spit the intricate, still listening to infinite, aiming high, hoping my seed receives the
I
infinite.
keep it real to myself for all that I felt. Spent years trying to pick apart these cards I was dealt. Ain't asking for help, laughing though I hardly prevail. Tales of a kid who masked the hand that we held, watching the world pass by but can't grasp what he dwells. Failed to see the signs deep in the decline itself. Eyes on wealth, I guess the only time will tell. Blind in the cityscape of where the signs
Let me tell you my story. Yo, I keep my guard up. Been under attack, so my energies need to charge up. Don't misinterpret karma for some hard luck. Pray the signs from divine. If you don't, then your choice will pass. Fuck. Reaping what I sow, just speaking what I know. Making poor decisions only sends you deeper down the hole. Learning from mistakes, I guess we need a few to grow. They got me burning through this eighth and delving deep into my soul. Battling.
Look at that friggin' hoodie. Mr. Slipz with I gotta get that hoodie. That's so friggin' dope. This is a couple times now that they've mentioned in this song about making mistakes but learning from them. What a great message from that, man. So many people make a mistake and then they spend the rest of their life either dwelling upon it, looking back upon it, wishing that they made a different decision or didn't make that mistake. The best way I can describe it is, for me, is like I look at it like I look at my life as like scaffolding on the side of a building. So each decision I've made, every day that I've lived, I've built this scaffolding going up the side of this building. And whenever I think back about some shit that I've done or said or whatever, I start to dwell on it. I start to wish, oh man, I really wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I had done that differently. Wish I had said something that, whatever. I imagine I'm taking out a couple of those pieces of scaffolding, and all you're doing is starting to make that unstable. You're starting to take away pieces of it that make it whole, and that's what they're saying here. You know, make mistakes, but learn from those mistakes. Don't allow them to take you down into a dark hole. If the mistakes are made, you can't change that shit. So go forward, but try to learn something. Try to make yourself better. Now that you've made that mistake, you know better. Let's try to be a better human being. Yeah, man. great message to listen to and understand and hold on to for sure.
What I know, making poor decisions only sends you deeper down the hole. Learning from mistakes, I guess we need a few to grow. They got me burning through this eighth and delving deep into my soul. Battling walls, still rattling my foes, rapping in flows to give you all the pain I enclose. If my heart was a pendant on a chain, it would be frozen. Iced out, but the interior's fully golden. I live my life far from host.
Nice.
Frozen, iced out, but the interior's fully golden. I live my life far from wholesome. Spent a lot of time on my lonesome, doing math on what I'm grossing. I pray there's better days approaching. Living in a system where they treat us like animals for the poaching. Still see light at the end of the tunnel. Even though I'm feeling numb, I won't stop until I've won. I'll keep persevering. I know the worst is what I'm fearing. Going off track, swerving and veering, turning my steering, getting lost with my final destination ever near it. Dark clouds looming overhead, no signs of clearing. They say the ones who feel it most are hard to hear it. Warnings falling on deaf ears, drowned by the cheering, noise pollution. I'm still in search of a solution. Tell myself it's an illusion, gearing up for retribution. Can feel we're reaching a conclusion. The book is called Decline of Self, the Great Human Devolution.
I want to bring it back here a second, but that part where he's talking, I love that where he sees the light at the end of the tunnel, and his biggest concern is whether or not he's going to steer. Basically, he knows where he's going, but he's afraid that his biggest fear is he's going to steer himself off that track. And rather than staying focused on that light, he's going to fall off that track, go in the wrong direction. And that's something to do with the fact that the ones that feel it most are the ones that are hardest of hearing, or something to that effect. Man, that friggin' is a deep line too. And I want to catch this part here because it really was deep, and I want to make sure I digest all of that.
Numb, I won't stop until I've won, I'll keep persevering. I know the worst is what I'm fearing. Going off track, swerving and veering, turning my steering, getting lost with my final destination ever near it. Dark clouds looming overhead, no signs of clearing. They say the ones who feel it most are hard to hear it. Warnings falling on deaf ears, drowned by the cheering, noise pollution. I'm still in search of a solution. Tell myself it's an illusion, gearing up for retribution. Can feel we're reaching a conclusion. The book is called Decline of Self, the Great Human Devolution. Living in this hell, they don't want to see a young brother doing well. Wanna see us fall victim to the systems in the jail. Locked in a box, confined to a cell. Will we break free of this vicious cycle? Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Another cool track, man. This definitely is the album of the year so far. Unbelievable. Every track has been absolutely wonderful. Very entertaining, very eye-opening. And man, what can you say? These guys are killing it. Hey, we still have Verbz T and Inland Forum's record to come out this year, and I'm sure there are others that I don't know about, but man, actually, maybe it won't come out yet because you know what? I keep forgetting that we're in November and we're almost in December. That means we're almost in 2021. Man, I have a feeling. Actually, now I think about it, I have actually. What did I do again? Absolutely love that track. No surprise considering that everything else they've done so far in this album has been gems, like I said at the beginning. I've enjoyed every track immensely, and this is another one. Entertaining and eye-opening. All these cats, man, these three MCs, they all had very important things to say and very important things for us to hear. And Mr. Slipz does it again. Creates an absolutely beautiful beat and melody that goes and meshes perfectly with Verbz, as well as Coops and Confucius. So, yeah, man, nothing but love for these guys. Matter of fact, when I'm done exporting and uploading this video, I'm gonna go buy this record, man. I gotta have it. Anyways, I want to thank everyone for coming by, taking part in my journey. I love each and every one of y'all for being part of this and continuing to come back and listen to what I have to say. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll be back at this Monday. I know I keep saying it, but I got to get some We Got Next done, which I'll try to get a couple done next week. I promise you, cats. Anyway, until next time, stay safe and be good to each other.